Hey everybody, it's Aquaman on this episode. We're going to be leaving Rusty's Hard Time Hollows and heading to Waynesboro. Catch you down trail. Hey guys, so today I'll be leaving Rusty's, but before I do, I had to do another shout out for him. I have one of his world famous Rusty's Hard Time Hollows t-shirts, and I'll be wearing that down trail a few days, and it'll probably be my night shirt while I'm sleeping. And I kind of wanted to show you a few more things about his place, and again, another shout out if you're a northbounder. Definitely check this place out. Once you get close to Waynesboro, it's definitely worth the trip. It's very eclectic. It's very hiker friendly. It's been open since 1982, and you can't go wrong here. It truly is Americana. It's quaint. It's unique, and this place has been around since the Civil War. And I'll show you a few of the interesting aspects of this place. All right, so one of the cool things you're looking at here is an actual natural spring, and it's really cool. And of course, there's bunnies everywhere, and they're not that scared of people here. I mean, they'll hop away from you, but they stay pretty close, which is really cool. Now, the neat thing about this place here is, although this is where the laundry is done, hey bunny, it is a natural spring. And I'm going to show you. Pretty cool. That water right there is about as fresh as it gets. Does not require any filtering. Now, what you're looking at is also a little tub that they use for chilling drinks because the water stays nice and cold. Now, the ones that are floating are either diet sodas or beer because those float. The ones on the bottom are all actual sugar drinks or fructose drinks. So, pretty funny, huh? Kind of a neat deal. But yeah, this is actually an old spring. Again, it's been around since Civil War. And they're going to be doing some modifications to it. But again, pretty neat little aspect to the Hard Time Hollows. So last night I stayed in the bunkhouse, which is actually an old converted barn. The bunkhouse is on the second floor. And I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a minute. But last night we had a full moon coming up over the tree line. So right over here. So what you're going to see now are just some photos that I took last night, which were really turned out awesome using the moon. And it looks like a sunrise actually on the over the property and not a moonrise. So. Alright, so now we'll take a look at the bunkhouse. Now again, just so you guys know, this is an old place, so it's not going to be a modern looking bunkhouse. It's actually, oh look at one of the baby bunnies. Check him out. So, alright, so you go up this set of metal stairs. And the first thing you come to is the common room. And again, it has a library, a lot of old photos from previous hikers. Again, this place has been around since 1982. Like here's a class of 1994, a New Year's Eve group. And again, the common area. Now, from what I've been told, this ping pong table may be coming out and a picnic bench put in here. So more of a common room where you can hang out, do, socialize, plan. And this is actually the bunk room in here. Now the mattresses are stacked up right now because they're cleaning in here. But with the mattresses line this whole area in here, and they do have ventilation through fans on either side, and not too bad. They may put a second fan over here just to help the airflow through. But again, it's not anything special. except the fact that it's just an eclectic place. They do have a little entertainment center in here. Power supply is very ample in here. They got plenty of power, so you can charge your devices. So this is actually the bunkhouse. All right, and what you're looking at here, this is actually the privy, and it's well stocked with toilet paper, so you don't have to use your own stuff. There's Rusty in the background working. And the place is covered with really fun signs. I'll try to slowly pan so you can just read some of them as they come along. And then as you come in, again, this is the eating area. It does have a working microwave. They've got some resupply items, minor resupply items. Again, bottles of water. And then this is the kitchen area that Rusty uses when he makes his world famous flapjacks. Hopefully we'll see those happening in a bit. This takes you back into the office. And again, the place is just full of Americana and so much coolness. Neat little things. Just very surprising what you might see as you're looking around. And you have the back porch. And again, you can actually sleep out here if you want even. And then in the distance, you see that big brush down there. When they have a large group of hikers here, they'll actually do a huge bonfire down there. And there's some photos around here of some of them, and they are massive. And then that leads you back here to the Hard Time Hollow sign, which has been photographed and shown all around the world. All right, so here we got Rusty making his world famous blueberry pancake in a cast iron griddle that's probably about as big as any I've ever seen in my life.
It's a grizzle.
So it's a very expensive one too, from what he says.
Well, I've seen them bring high dollars in sales.
Yep.
Because they're not made anymore. They're made in Erie, Pennsylvania. And they don't have the stove works up there anymore. So we'll see what it does.
All right.
There's your first pancake.
All right. Well, they're looking good. We look forward to trying them. All right, guys. Here we go. Rusty's famous blueberry pancakes. All about. All right, guys. We'll catch you down trail. Hey gang. Alright, so I just made it to the top of a Humpback Mountain, and humidity is definitely playing a role now with the weather, and I just got notification of a severe thunderstorm, which is great because I'm on top of a mountain, which makes me the highest point right now. So not going to stay up here long, but just want to let you know that another mountain tackled, and now I get to get down off the mountain and head towards the shelter for the night. So alright, still got about 5 or 6 more miles to go, but that's what we do, right? Alright, well, the trail ain't gonna hike itself, so we'll catch you down trail. Good morning, everybody. So I just left Paul Wolfe Shelter, which was a large shelter, the 10-person one, and had a good water source near it. And on my way there, it was kind of interesting. I passed a fire department wilderness rescue unit who were wheeling a titanium stretcher with a big fat tire on it to the same shelter I was heading towards. Apparently, when I got there ahead of them, there was an older gentleman who had suffered heat exhaustion, and they needed to help get him out. So that was kind of interesting. Problem I had last night, well, we were supposed to have a thunderstorm roll in, and we heard it, but the rain never showed up. And so, sorry, I'm heading up a hill, so I'm huffing and puffing a bit. But yeah, the thunderstorm never rolled through, never got a drop of rain, but we heard it, and it sounded like it was coming, but I guess the mountains blocked it. So, but the approaching storm did bring a lot of humidity, and so all night it was wet and sticky in the sleeping bag, and unfortunately there were either little gnats or we call no-see-ums. And every time I'd expose part of my arm or face, I'd get bit, and which would wake me up. I'd cover myself up, I'd get hot and sweaty. So didn't sleep well last night because it was a constant battle between overheating from sweat and humidity or being bitten by no-see-ums. So a little tired this morning. I got about 5 miles to go to a visitor center. I think it's called Fish Gap Visitor Center, where I'll be able to make a phone call, and from there we'll be able to get a shuttle into Waynesboro and hopefully to a hostel that I prearranged tentatively a stay. So, all right, guys, we're gonna continue to head uphill. I'll talk to you down trail. Hey gang. Alright, so sometimes when we're walking along, we come across ruins of old homesteads and stuff, like this one here. Apparently this one belonged to W.J. Mayo, and we don't get to know a whole lot about it. Like when you go to touristy sites, there's usually a big placard that tells you, who lived there and, what the place may have looked like when it was fully built and all that. We don't usually get that. We just get kind of a foundation like you see here, maybe a chimney, and or some wooden ruins, and it's up to our imagination to see what it was like living up here in the forest of Virginia or wherever we are along the trail. So kind of neat. It's always neat to see the history, especially because so much Civil War and Revolutionary War stuff happened here in Virginia. So kind of neat. All right, so we're gonna keep on going. Hey guys, so I just came out at Rockfish Gap, and it's weird because 1 second I was like over there in the woods, I come up, and now I'm like in the middle of a major interchange area. So it's crazy where you are sometimes in relation to the trail and civilization. So I'm waiting for my my ride. Apparently the hostel that I had made a reservation at, 7 people decided to not leave today, and so I don't have a bunk, but he said he'll put me on a couch for a little bit less money. So I'm cool with that. It's a win-win for me. But yeah, that was a fun little 5-mile jaunt this morning. So all right, well, I'm gonna wait here for my ride, and I'll catch you guys on our way into Waynesboro. Alright guys, quick update for you. Now if you see that white blaze right there on the edge of the bridge, that is the first blaze going into the Shenandoah National Park, and that'll be my step-off point tomorrow into the Shenandoahs. And unfortunately, I'll be going in during Memorial Day weekend, so it's going to be a packed house, and it should be an interesting experience going in on such a major holiday for recreation. So we'll see how bad it is, but looking forward to seeing the Shenandoahs. All right. For now, we're going into Waynesboro. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and head on in to the hostel here. As you come in, they do prefer that you keep your shoes in a shoe rack and just wear camp shoes inside the house. And plenty of places to store stuff, like your hiking poles and your bags out here while you check in. Then, as you come in, you come in through the back door. And you come into the kitchen, fully used. Refrigerator, they ask to mark everything. Coffee room, socializing room. Back room over here has the Netflix and big screen TV and a massage chair, which is really cool. Then in the basement is more rooms down here, and we'll show you that in a bit. They've got the bathroom, which is a really nice bathroom on the first floor. You have one of the first hiker hostel bunk rooms, and this has room for 5, and my bunk is over there. You go upstairs, and I'll show you upstairs in a bit. Again, this is the main socialization room, and this massage chair is freaking awesome. And it has back rollers, massage, and it's just pretty cool. Big screen TV, Netflix. So that's it for the first floor. Okay, so as you come upstairs to Stanimal, you'll find you got a bathroom and shower, really nice. And then they've got the private rooms here that have their own shower, an own tub, refrigerator. Again, another private room, another private bunk room with some extra room off to the side where they've taken closets and converted them. And again, another private bedroom, again, well stocked. So as you see, the upstairs is pretty nice. Now that we've seen the main room and the main floor, we'll go downstairs and I'll show you guys the lower level. So lower level, going down the stairs here. Has some cool artwork on the walls here, done by someone named Queen Poncho. And again, it has more rooms back here. And here. And back there is the laundry room. And another bathroom down here. So, And that pretty much wraps up the downstairs. So you see 3-story, lots of rooms, lots of coolness here, and great place to stay. So if you're in Waynesboro, definitely check out Stanimal's. You won't be disappointed. All right, I'll catch you guys down trail. Now, Waynesboro is not any kind of major metropolitan area. It is an old town, and it looks it. It definitely has all of the old buildings and old trappings. So, but it's very quaint, and not a lot of neat little stores. Very eclectic, and just walking through town is a nice way of relieving some stress from hiking. I'm out front of the Ming Garden Buffet, which, from what I was told, is probably one of the best all-you-can-eat buffets on the AT. And I have to say, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. So, a couple of photos, and they have a really cool koi pond inside, so you can check out the kois and stuff. But yeah, definitely, if you're in Waynesboro, definitely check out the buffet. Now, another one of the points of interest here in Waynesboro is this graffiti behind me. It's actually a 10-story piece of graffiti work, and it apparently is one of Waynesboro's points of interest. So if you're looking for it, it's not far from the Kroger's, which is probably about a mile away from the majority of what's in town. But it is a cool thing to see if you do get a chance to take a look at it. And it's very well done. Hey guys, well, I'm at Rockfish Gap Outfitters, and as you can see, it's a well-stocked Outfitters here in Waynesboro. It's not close to downtown, so you will need a shuttle to get here. And but as you can see from the photos, it has plenty of stock here. So if there's anything you need, Rockfish Gap Outfitters will probably do you pretty well for getting your supplies. All right. Alright guys, well that's it for this episode. We're leaving Stanimal's and heading on for another adventure, but for now, you guys know what to do. You can subscribe, hit the comment button, hit the like button, and we'll catch you down trail. Alright, on the next one. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and leave a comment. Also, if you could, head over to aquamanontheat.com and support me along the way with a donation. Thank you so much.